20, and this is the path to progress. Welcome to today's video. I know it's been a couple of days. I'm sitting here watching the sunrise in my mobile office, getting ready to jump into my stable office and thinking a little bit about some things that have been happening over the last couple of weeks, and particularly an experience that I had just a few days ago. I was doing something pretty mundane. All of us have done it. I was going through and doing a little bit of shopping. I had some things that I needed to pick up before work, and as I was walking through, I had a short list. I went through and I picked out a couple of things that I needed and made my way up to the front, paid for my stuff, and the whole time I was in my head. Thinking about the meeting that was coming up, thinking about the people that I was going to see, thinking about the kinds of arrangements that I needed to make, whether or not I'd communicated clearly enough with everybody, whether or not anybody was even going to show up because it was an optional meeting. It was a meeting where we had to talk about some things, but it was an optional meeting, so it wasn't a requirement that people be there. All of these different kinds of things just piling on top, boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, and I was very much in my own head. As I was going through and paying for what I needed, I was doing mental calculations. What is this going to do to the balance on my card and my account? Do I have enough time to get where I need to be? Do I have enough? Have I set things up correctly for the meeting that's going to happen after the meeting? All these things going on in my head, right? Very much in the future. Not in the present. As I walked out of the grocery store, it's very early in the morning. There's me. There's the person that rang me through. We made some polite small talk, and I wished him a good day. All of the things that are socially appropriate. As I walked out, saw made eye contact with another person, and smiled and nodded my head, and they smiled and nodded their head. Do the thing that is the socially appropriate. Let's talk to each other. Let's engage a little bit thing. And then as I was walking out, I saw an individual coming into the store, dressed, ready to go to work, and I smiled and nodded, and then I recognized them. It was a dear friend who was also coming into the grocery store to do some early morning shopping. She was on a phone call, apparently with somebody else. But she looked at me and her eyes got big and she stopped and she said, "Oh my gosh, I need to send this. We come here, get close. Let's send a selfie. Let's let this person know that we're having a good day," and all these different kinds of things. And all of a sudden, my world went from completely focused on the future and how things were or were not starting to line up, and started focusing on the present and where I was, who I was with, and that I could make a good morning for someone else. I think for a lot of us, let me rephrase. I know for me, a lot of the time, I am very, very focused on what has to be done in the future. And I don't want to take away from the idea that we need to plan for the future, that we need to make sure that we are setting things up for the future. But there's a difference between living in the future, where we're focused on all of those things that could be, that might be, that are possibilities, rather than taking advantage of the moment in front of us and making that moment work and be beautiful and be glorious. Right now I'm enjoying a morning sunrise. It's taking just a few minutes. I'm sharing a little bit of time with you who might be watching this video. It's taking just a couple of minutes, but it is powerful, and it's bringing a moment of clarity, a moment of calm, an opportunity to reflect and to think about the things that really matter. I'm trying to do a better job of being present in the moment. That's been a push of mine for a long time. Some days I do it pretty well, some days I don't do it as well as others. But one thing that I have noticed is when I do it, things go better. I hope for you today that you find a way to take time to be in the present, to be with the people that you're with, to be handling the things that you're handling, to not be trying to run things through so quickly that you miss the opportunity to enjoy them while they're there. If that's useful for you, great. That's kind of what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. I hope this has been useful. If it hasn't, let me know. Tell me, hey, it'd be more useful if you talk about this, Todd, and I'll see if I can work that in, see if it's something that makes some sense. And if you've enjoyed it, please pass it on to other people, and let's see how many people we can get to join us along this way. In the meantime, this has been The Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum Diem. We'll see you next time.